Hi, this is Dr. David Green, founder and CEO of R3 Stem Cell, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine therapies. Today's topic is, are perinatal stem cell therapies safe? Now, the answer is mostly yes, but let me explain. When I use the term perinatal, I'm referring to procedures that use biologics that come from umbilical cord tissue, Wharton's jelly, as well as the placenta, and amniotic fluid. Now, there are various FDA-approved labs in this country. The one that we've been working with has been approved for 14 straight years by the FDA. They've never had so much as a warning letter or an adverse event. What do I mean by an adverse event? Well, an adverse event might consist of disease transmission from, say, whatever the donor had to the recipient, a rejection by a person. The biologic would be incompatible with that person, maybe a deep infection, maybe a fatal allergic reaction or something like that. Our lab has never had any of those significant adverse events, and we haven't either. We're closing in on 11,000 successful stem cell procedures with no significant adverse events. Now, that can't be said for the whole industry. When you look at some companies that are out there, I won't name any, but there have been some recalls. There have been significant warning letters sent out to labs, because when the FDA approves a lab, they don't just ignore it. They go out a few times a year. They inspect it for 4 to 12 days at a time, and they look at everything. They want to see that all the instruments have been calibrated. They want to make sure that the material is being processed properly, that the paperwork is all in order, so on and so forth. So what that means is that it's a continual process. And if they find irregularities, they will either shut the lab down or they'll send a warning letter or 2 or 3 or 4. Now, our lab has never had any of those types of warning letters or issues with the FDA inspections. But there have been issues with labs in this country. Now, there was recently a recall from one of the labs in this country who had made a product with some outdated preservative, and it ended up causing some deep infections, and patients, over 12 of them, ended up in the hospital getting antibiotics. Now, that's a problem. That's not an industry-wide problem. It was very bad for those patients. It was very bad for that company and that lab, but that was not something that we've ever experienced. It's not indicative of the industry as a whole. However, I think it is saying a lot that if you've had a lab that's been in existence for 14 years, and our company, R3 Stem Cell, has been in existence for 7 years and done, as I mentioned, close to 11,000 procedures, never had an issue. So call us today at 844-GET-STEM. We'll help find the center closest to you for a free consultation. There's a ton of information on our website with videos and articles and blogs. And once you're done looking, please use a contact form or the provider locator, or just call us. Thank you.